Well, this week we have the public sector wage talks grinding on. We have the toll booth workers on strike. Medupi looks as though it's about to go on strike. Mine jobs are being sacrificed. According to Nomura Bank, 145,000 jobs are at risk. I think that's a bit exaggerated, but yes, there are lots of losses. And of course, the whole COSATU tragedy continues to unravel. And I think unravel is probably the right word for it. Now, we've dealt with all of these aspects in one way or another over the recent weeks and months. But I think you've probably had enough, quite honestly, of the whole COSATU thing. There's really nothing new that has happened, apart from the fact that Zwelinzima Vavi, the dismissed General Secretary of the Federation, is now traveling around the country talking to workers who've invited him to hear his point of view, completely against the orders of the Central Executive Committee. That's about all that's happened. But you see, we've had Easter intervening with the usual platitudes about peace and tranquility. And I was struck forcefully because over this period, the International Trade Union Confederation, union campaigning groups, even Labour-supporting members of the European Parliament have come out over one issue, and it's a democratic issue, which is also the whole issue surrounding the COSATU business. And that has to do with Swaziland. There's been relative silence, however, from South Africa, apart from some non-governmental organizations. And I think we have to ask why. Is it because there are elite connections? I mean, for example, President Jacob Zuma is still engaged to one of King Mswati III's sisters. King Zwelithini of the Zulu is actually married to two of the royal family of Swaziland, as is indeed Mandla Mandela, the grandson of Nelson Mandela. Is this why we do not take any action as South Africa against what is a despotic regime which jails trade unionists, does not allow freedom of assembly or freedom of speech, where King Mswati uses the national treasury of Swaziland very much like a personal piggy bank? And in any event, should we worry? I think we should, because instability, a lack of democracy in a country like Swaziland will cause a lot of trouble for us if something erupts. So we have to do something about this. And I would like to hear from you what you think. I'm going to focus my Inside Labour column this week on this whole issue of Swaziland, what has or has not been done, and why it exists. You'll be able to read this on the usual platform, Fin24, this platform, tomorrow, and on page 2 of the business section of City Press on Sunday. Now, there's much to get your heads around here and to get your fingers tapping on the keyboards. Let's hear from you. Let's have your comments, your criticisms, your suggestions about what might or might not be done. And if any of you are newcomers to this platform, the address is editor@fin24.com. That's editor@fin24.com. And for this week, that's all from me. Cheers.